I believe that the potential to get more calves per cow per year from those superior cows had the ability to have enough impact that I thought we will continue to grow and improve these technologies and we will make them better. My name is David Faber. I've served as the president and CEO and founder of Transova. I grew up on a small grain and livestock farm in north central Illinois. Somewhere during my 4-H years, and I got intrigued with how a cow could have greater impact on a herd. And so that really sent me on a journey of interest in that area. At the end of veterinary school, I moved to northwest Iowa. I can say we're absolutely blessed as a company to have our very first team member. We still have our very first client that did embryo transfer work in the 1981 time period. They're still a client today. And I had all my original partners and veterinarians until they retired. We can't claim to be the absolute pioneers of embryo transfer because there had been some embryo transfer done in rabbits in like 1950, right? and some people doing surgical collections of donor cows in the 70s. We basically took the concepts and adapted them to a non-surgical approach. Transova has grown to the extent that we went from, I guess, 1 to somewhere around 400 team members. To a certain extent, we've looked at our business that we've got a toolbox of reproductive technologies, from embryo transfer, in vitro fertilization, sexed semen, recipient product lines. We can do cloning work, we can do some genetic engineering work for certain customers. And that toolbox can serve either beef or dairy, or in kind of a niche market, some of the biotech customers and things we also serve. So it's a world-class toolbox and a world-class system of farms and facilities, but the most important of those would be really the world-class 400 team members.
Part of the reason that I am passionate about this industry and love coming to work every single day is the relationships that I've formed with clients. I've been very, very blessed to work with some of the greatest minds in the livestock industry, and we've provided a tool for them that just makes them better. It makes me feel like I can meaningfully contribute to the success of the farmers and ranchers I've grown to love, and that I've had the privilege to work with, some of them for 43 years.
I have loved working for Transova. This has been one of the best things I ever could have done. I am surrounded by some of the smartest people in the reproductive industry that are extremely good at their jobs. My donors that I get to work on a daily basis, I'm truly invested in them doing well so that my clients can end up doing well. The technology is ever changing, so it's always something new. We're always able to improve on something. This is a really cool industry to be a part of.
The very first time I saw an embryo under a microscope, I was hooked. I wish I could do that every day, all day long, yet to this day, because there was something about looking at those embryos and thinking about what they were going to potentially turn into. Over the years, I know we've created a lot of national champion females and bulls, but just as importantly as that, when we look at the dairy industry, we'll produce maybe 40 to 80% of the elite artificial insemination sires, and the U.S. is really the world's nucleus herd in dairy genetics, so it's probably impossible to go have a glass of milk that one of the contributors didn't have a parent that passed underneath our microscopes at one point. And so it's pretty cool to think about the impact one's had on genetics, not only the number of national champions and things, but to me, the genetic progress and the genetic gain that we're helping the world to have is really where I've gained a lot of satisfaction thinking about what kind of things we've done. But I also look at it, there's more in front of us than there is behind us when you look at the world stage for the need for improved genetics. We've been at it a long time. I collected a lot of donors and transferred lots of embryos, and it never ever got old. Every time you would try your very, very best because you knew you were doing something that might have real value for the farmer that you were assisting.